Welcome, welcome, everybody, to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We return once again this week with another episode of the Journey of Grandiasha. And I say another, but in reality, we are dead center of a rather interesting situation, as our group finds themselves in the middle of a harrowing fight between them, the Rakshasa, and an unknown knight. However, this unknown knight seemingly having issues warding off the glove as Clementine's wonderful Odile gets closer. It chooses to attempt to possess one of the group, as Dwindle feels his presence taken. The ghost attempts to possess Dwindle. Dwindle, in a rather interesting turn of events, decides to try something. He focuses hard on the idea of purity, the idea of a smith smashing out each individual bend, bruise, and break. And his body cleanses itself as a symbol on his hand begins to glow. His body is enveloped in flame before his beard and hair turn to flame, as if he himself is a smith, or in this case, a smithy. However, as the ghost lays writhing on the ground, seemingly in pain as it seems to fight something within itself, the Rakshasa remains invisible. Our group uncertain as to where he is, though, because of his cackling and his roars of entertainment, they hear him somewhere in the room towards the right side. The group finds themselves now in this very dangerous situation, as Dwindle has found a new ability. May stands there trying to help. And their new friend, befriended by May, stands there attempting to protect both Dwindle and May. The large behemoth of a guardian using his tower shield as a means of attempting to keep the others safe. May's new friend obviously seemingly trying to be as much help as possible. As Nyla attempts to lob shots at an invisible foe. But, nonetheless, the group finds themselves now back at the top of initiative as... Let's make sure I click on the right one here. Yep, there we go. As battle continues. So, Nyla, here we have the fight going on in the center. Odile here with her golden claw attempting to wrangle this ghost. Top of initiative begins with the Rakshasa. Seeing as how the fight seems to be turning against his favor, let's see. There we go. I had everything pulled up for this. Everything that I could possibly have, except for the Rakshasa's sheet that I'm using. Everything. I had everything. Except that.
Might be slightly important.
Yeah, only slightly.
Little.
Oh boy. Had it all. Had it all. And then I just didn't. Okay. However. So. At some point, I'm able to see the... Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh. Hmm. Let's see. You know what? Heh. Nyla, May. Oh no, D4. Okay, Nyla's 1, May's 2. The big guy is 3. Clementine, Odile will be 4. Ooh. Oh no.
Oh no?
Big guy.
Remember, guys, if he says it 2 more times, we get an oh yeah.
So, we're gonna go here. Okay, what is this, guys? Okay, that's not bad. So, you all hear from somewhere along the right side of this room, you hear something interesting. As the Rakshasa, the voice that you had heard before, you hear this tone of annoyance now. What are you doing? You're supposed to be on my side. Get back to work. And you all watch as magic seems to float around the ears of the behemoth that stands next to May and Dwindle. Before he then shakes his head and he looks around. No, I won't hurt my friends. He got a natural 20 on the wisdom save.
Kudos to the.
Go him.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't expect him to do that.
The power of friendship.
By the
You're the
power,
main character now.
by the power of friendship and this Glock I found. But nonetheless, there's a very low, guttural, and very pissed off sounding growl that reverberates through the room now. Fine. My turn. Next up, Nyla. Dwindle, you're on deck.
Can I tell sort of where this voice is coming from?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
At disadvantage,
Fair enough.
as it is invisible, sadly.
Well, yes. I'm not expecting it to be easy. I'm hoping to get really lucky. That's it.
That is a 13.
A 13?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, wait, he's got advantage. No? It's hard to make out exactly where he is, simply because the invisibility is making it very difficult to put depth to the voice. You hear this disembodied voice, and it's kind of... You can hear it in this general area. In, Eclipse. You can hear it in, like, this general area, but you're not entirely certain as to where in that area you're hearing it from.
Okay.
It's difficult to put depth to the voice, considering there is no visible object to put depth to.
Yeah. Makes sense. I'm gonna try something which may not be super helpful. Is the Rakshasa, did I notice him wearing anything distinct? Distinct enough that I would be able to, say, use locate object on him?
Other than his clothing? Not really.
Were any of his clothing items ones that, like, they're different enough that I could specifically latch onto them?
Not necessarily. It looked like he mostly had clothes, but from what you all saw, it did look like he had Dwindle's bag of holding on him.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast locate object on Dwindle's bag of holding. If he was carrying that earlier.
Okay. So, locate object. This song is really dramatic for this. So, casting time, 1 action. Yeah, you can do it. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. Dwindle's bag of holding. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its motion. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. You sense the direction. To the object's location. I don't like the wording of that.
I know. I'm assuming that it doesn't give me depth, but it does give me, like, the window?
Like,
Or at least
ping
not
through.
necessarily super specific depth. But how precise does it give me direction?
You sense the direction to the location. Okay. I'm going to rule it as you're sensing the direction to the location. So it's kind of like a compass, like the compass from Pirates of the Caribbean that Jack has. It shows you the direction of the object that you want most, kind of thing. So I'm going to assume that, and it's in this very specific window. You're not entirely certain as to how far it is, but that is how tight the window is.
That makes sense. And I can't do anything about that this turn, but that means I believe it's concentration. Double check how long. Concentration up to 10 minutes. So I'm going to keep that up and hope that I can use it to my advantage for next turn.
Okay.
And then I'm going to inspire May.
Ooh.
Oh,
May has an
bonus.
inspiration. Okay. And is that Nyla's turn?
That is my turn. Actually, wait. Sorry. I'm going to come down. Wait, am I still frightened? I don't remember.
I think you do still need to make the save, and that's why you've been going around in like a full circle.
That makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna come down, but it would be closer to it, so I guess I will not, and I'll make my save. That's a 14.
A 14. There we go. No. There we go. Anyway. Nope.
Didn't think so.
Nope. Nope. Almost, but no. Almost. Almost there. It seems like ads are going to be here in just a moment, but...
Is there 3 doors into this place or just one?
2. There's the main door that you all came in. There is the side door here on the left. And that's it. As far as you know right now. The wall directly across from the door on this left wall is a massive fireplace. So, that is Nyla's turn. Dwindle, you're up. May, you're on deck.
Well, I can't really do anything because I don't know where he's at. Invisibility's so much fun until it's on the enemy side.
Yeah.
This is why people don't like Rashad. This is why the people don't like this creature. This is
It's
the main
so
reason.
much fun. Such a fun creature. It's just rarely used. And what it
There's
is...
reasons for it. No one likes fighting it.
Yeah, and I think the funniest thing is that when it is used, it's never used properly. I think the only person I've ever seen it used properly by is Matt. Or Matthew
Yeah.
Mercer.
You're playing him exactly how he should be played.
So, what would Dwindle like to do? Ooh. Dwindle. Dwindle wants to see this creature more than anything right now, right?
Yeah, no, he's pissed.
But why does Dwindle want to see this creature? What is the motive behind Dwindle wanting to see this creature?
From the LARP planes, and he feels that it should be banished. This hurt his friend. At least they have never fully explained what's going on, so he thinks this creature has his friend's soul.
So what you're saying is Dwindle believes this creature has Nyla's soul, and he is trying to protect her. Would you say that during your traveling with this group, Dwindle has slowly come to see them as more and more like his little family?
Yeah. Slightly. More like annoying uncles and aunts. It'll be a very more accurate representation of it.
But he sees them as family nonetheless.
Good point, yeah.
Okay.
It's also just Dwarven culture.
And that's where this comes in. Dwindle, with this sigil activated, you hear a voice in your head.
Another one!
Hmm. However, this one is not the raspy, wailing, pained voice of a ghost or ghoul or whatever this creature is before you trying to take over your body. This one is familiar. This one is warm. As you stand here looking around the room, grasping at straws as to what you could possibly do to protect what you consider family in this little group, you hear a very warm, very kind, very motherly voice. One that you've heard before. One's family comes first. Family has always come first, and those that have muddied it, they aren't doing what you're doing right now. Would you like to trade for the power to see this creature in this moment? Sadly, you are too weak in this time to handle much more of my gift. But for an eye, I can give you an eye.
Alright. Make the left one no. I need my right.
As you wish. Protect your family. And then suddenly, Dwindle feels a very harsh, very painful burning in his left socket as his eyeball catches fire. It burns and burns until it turns to nothing but ash in your socket, immediately scarring so that you have no need to worry about any of the pain or healing process that comes with losing an eye. But you all see Dwindle now as one eye seems to leave his body. The other begins to glow with an almost fiery light to match the rest of his body. Dwindle, roll a d6 for me.
Yeah. 5.
The art is gonna be magical.
For 5 rounds, you have true sight.
Oh.
Up to 60 feet to match your dark vision, but you have true sight for 5 rounds.
Oh,
And 60 feet will cover this entire area for you, actually. And because of that, Dwindle, you see a Heidi cat.
Well, they're very short. It's about to be a scaredy cat, so.
You see him just about right there.
Okay,
As he seems to just be watching as this all goes down with a slightly annoyed look on his face and a dagger out.
Ah, crap, true sight. Does that mean I see every single dead ghost? The works.
Technically. However,
Eh.
funny enough, you don't see any in here. Other than the one before you. And as you look at the one before you, on the ground, where you once saw a knight writhing in pain and agony as it tried to fight something within itself, you see Eddie.
Ah.
You see Eddie on the ground, grasping at his head as he's yelling out, seemingly fighting off something within himself.
Wendell is going to quickly but briefly reach down and just pat his head. And then deliberately gets within 30 feet. As my full movement. Actually, no, what is my movement? I keep forgetting because I'm mobile.
Pretty sure you have a movement of 40 now.
I think it's 35 because didn't you start with 25?
And because dwarf.
Uh-huh.
I don't have the mobile feat, it's actually from barbarian.
Yeah, 35.
So you
They
could...
they don't like to show that, sadly, a lot of the time on this.
So technically, you could push past May if she allows you to, and get right there on the map.
Right. Brian waved me actually patting Eddie on the head. Because I think I'm magic right now. And is just staring daggers, just looking straight at him.
Mhm.
I'm going to action surge.
Ooh, neat.
And now, since I'm within 30 feet, I'm also going to be swinging recklessly for every single one of these.
Neat. Well, you have control over your character.
All right.
That's the first 35, and if you want to use your first action to dash, you can get within that distance to get melee.
I actually do more damage throwing, but
It's up to you.
Hmm.
You all watch as Dwindle just suddenly starts fucking sprinting in a random direction during the fight. Almost.
Move out of the way.
I know it's not random.
Yeah.
dwarf
I'm watching the
spontaneously
whole thing.
catches fire.
Hmm?
I don't think a 15 hits for the first row. I rolled really bad for the 2.
So, let's see.
Like, really bad.
And you said a 15?
Yeah. It was a bad throw on that one. That one will be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And the last one will be a 25 to hit.
That'll also hit. What's your damage?
7, 10, 14. 11, 15, 29, 33.
33 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And right now, Dwindle. You all have alignments that are very interesting. Some of you are neutral, some of you are chaotic. But if I'm not mistaken, almost all of you are good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dwindle.
Yeah.
How would you like to do this?
Oh. Oh. Just
Wait.
looking through.
Wait. Hold on. Nope. Yeah. How would you like to do this?
First throw, he pretty much knocks his. The first shot is not aiming for the creature. He's aiming for his bag. As the bag gets flown off his arm. The second hit hits his left shoulder, crashing him into the column. The third, fullback charge, throws it through the creature and through the column.
Okay. Okay. You all watch as Dwindle puts a hammer-shaped hole through the pillar, as well as the Rakshasa. The invisibility fades, the magic seemingly gone. As Nyla and May, who aren't focused on the ghost fully at the moment, and Odile, who's able to glance over for just a split second, watch as this creature, this tiger with backwards hands, seems to return to view. It stands there before starting to try and catch the blood that seems to be falling out. A very annoyed, angry snarl leaves the creature as he now stares directly at Dwindle. I will make you regret this. For every moment that you live, I will hunt you. I will hunt you like prey. And you have a long life to live. I will find you within it.
Good. I'm gonna need some more rugs to match the first one.
The creature then begins to catch fire. The smell of brimstone and sulfur begins to fill the air as black smoke puffs from this creature's body, engulfing it as it yells out before the noise ends. And the creature turns to ash standing in place, falling to the ground in a pile of dust and black soot. However, the ghost still wails on the ground. And Nyla, you hear a familiar voice. That is not the last that we've seen of him. That will not be the last that we see of him. Be
I'm not
careful.
surprised. I'll try.
Do I see my bag?
The bag is on the ground.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Going to grab it and throw it to one of the girls. Doesn't matter what this is the closest one.
I'm the
Looks odd.
closest.
It would be odd.
Toss it odd.
Odd or May.
Take care of Eddie. Quickly. That's him. I have some things to finish. Uncorks the door, shoves open, and is going to go hunting.
Okay.
I just twist her head, and just picks up the bag. Because there's no way she was going to catch that.
I am Dwendal, god of flame and broth. With the fire and the rage within me, I shall set flame to every demon and fiend within this place, and I will send you back to hell. So come get me. Come face me. Come feel the fire that rises in my soul. For today, I banish ye back to hell.
Very,
Go, Dwindle.
Let's go!
very good. And you have the movement left to do it. Or at least stand in the doorway.
You can do it, Dwindle! I have faith in you!
I did take one potion, hopefully. Just one.
But
I'm gonna need it.
with that creature down, there's one
Can I have
left.
grabbed a single potion? Just one. Just one. I know it's more asking the DM is my beautiful. I need Red Bull. I'm gonna get really tired here, and I need my Red Bull.
Well, it's a free action to pick up the bag, and I'm being lenient with letting you throw it to one of them.
It does take an action to remove the barbs and the javelins that I pinned the door to and locked the door, so yeah. I kept my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just not gonna toss the bag, I'm gonna keep the bag.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I got nothing in there that they know about that can help.
Okay.
And in the bag of holding, you have to know what you're looking for. So.
Okay. So. That is Dwindle's turn. May. You're up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna turn, look at Odio. Do you think you can help him?
Sure hope so. If it is him.
Okay, then she's gonna follow Twin.
Okay.
Does a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does good being still double damage to the Rakshasa? Huh. That would explain why it's dead.
And I'm gonna dash to catch up with him.
Okay.
I'm still at the door.
Okay. And is that May's turn?
Yep.
Beautiful. Odium. You're up.
Oh,
Do you
wait.
remember what to do?
Wait, Kip was gonna say something.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
you're fine.
You're there?
And as she's running to catch up with Dwindle,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use that. Can I use? Do I have a bonus action still?
Mm-hmm.
As she's running, she begins to get taller, and her face gets longer, and you can see her claws, and as she growls as she steps up next to Dwindle. And yeah, there you go.
There we go. We don't get to see the full form very often.
I'm just thinking.
Puppy.
Bark,
Very,
bark.
very
It's just-
big puppy.
I'm not gonna lie. First thing that comes to Dwindle's mind: werewolf, fire.
It's not friendly shape, then why not pet?
What about ears?
Repeat a furnace.
No.
Okay. So, May, you have your wonderful form once again as you and Dundle hang out at the door. And Odium.
Hi.
Your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna move up closer.
Okay. You have full control.
And move right here. You can just softly but questionably go. Ready?
Wisdom save.
I know. That's why I rolled. I knew.
Wonderful. You all are getting better at combat.
I kind of helped when that was the only thing I was doing last session. But that was a nat 20, so that would be 21 total.
Oh.
Very good. Those that are still watching, or those that look over their shoulder as they're running, see as Odile gets closer. This creature writhing on the ground, its force begins to be pulled towards the golden claw. After seemingly fighting for what seemed like an eternity, or in this case, at least felt like a week, the group watches as the spirit is pulled into the golden claw. However, it does not simply disappear into the claw. As it is pulled towards the claw, and as its force seems to be drawn in, instead of writhing on the ground, the creature is lifted up, floating off the ground, its arms and head hanging down as it seems to have fallen unconscious It
That's
floats
interesting.
towards the claw, and the claw, as it gets closer, you feel yourself opening your palm towards the creature, and its chest makes contact with your hand. As it does, the claw glows brighter than it did before. And you all watch as this wailing, pained creature begins to shift. Its form, once armored and ambiguous, now, as a flash of light envelops the room, as the soul itself is then connected to the golden claw, you all watch what once was this knight now stands before you, a familiar face with a twist. Eddie stands before you all. He seems normal. However, instead of just regal clothing, you notice now he seems to have some armor on, a chest plate, and to his waistline, a sword. He stands there before Odiel, and he kind of looks himself over, and he looks to his hands, and he twists his hands around, and he looks to his side, and he feels his chest as if it's corporeal. And then he looks around to everyone. Well, that could have gone better.
I gives like a small, soft smile. There you go. Yeah, that really could have gone better. But it could have gone worse.
Oh. There we go. Wrong tab was clicked. And with that, combat ends. As you all, as May and Dwindle take off down the halls, you all hear wails of agony in the distance, echoing through the halls. And May and Dwindle are able to run off the bandits and remaining figures that don't surrender, at least.
When do I start melting?
Also, Nyla would like to help if she can.
Of course. The Bastion stays with Odiel, as he is very large and sees her as very small. But Nyla, May, and Dwindle are able to run off, and as
I'll ask him
Odiel.
to help me with Rovan.
Okay.
Get him untied with Rovan.
Also, as Nyla passes, she just wants to, just gonna look over. I'm glad you're back, and I keep moving.
And that is 19.
Do you want me to roll
Oh, wait, never mind.
66?
15 plus that.
It is 60s.
Odiel,
Yeah.
you walk over with the large main thing, armor boy, and you You watch as he grabs the chain at you're asking him to help. He then begins pulling, and you can hear the strain of his metal arm as well as the strain of him as he's trying to do his best before you hear the ting as it rips apart the metal chain. And he manages to pull it into as one of the links pops in half, flying in either direction.
Awesome. Thank you. All of a sudden gets tap with my robe on.
Yes.
Yes, I missed you too, buddy. I'm sorry.
No. As you all, as Dwindle, May, and Nyla run off the bandits that seem to take the moment to either find the nearest exit or surrender, Nyla, at the end of clearing out this strange mansion, this strange place, you notice a glow coming from your bag.
I'll look inside.
Originally, when you all had begun drawing cards, before May's fate card took hold, just before the sequence of events of Eddie pulling the card that seemed to swap his personality, you had drawn a card that gave you quite a bit more than you had bargained for originally.
Oh, that's what I think it is.
You all have found Nyla's new home.
Oh my.
Did I find like the deed to it or something? Like how does Nyla know?
The deed is glowing.
Ah.
As the last as the last person to either leave or surrender drops to his knees, begging for mercy, the deed glows slightly, as your name is then dotted at the bottom. The empty space where the signature was supposed to go originally, as if awaiting some sort of sign or means. Your name is then placed.
No, I was just gonna pull it out and stare at it like, you've gotta be kidding me. Really loudly.
Now the question is, where is your manor at?
That's the best
Yeah,
part.
where?
As the manor is cleared and as everything is taken care of, you notice that the windows that you originally couldn't look through before, that darkness that covered it, fades and disappears, allowing light to shine through the windows once again. You all notice not only is it day, but as you look outside, you notice and just we'll hide that.
We're still in Crows though, right?
We don't know where we're at.
You
Yeah.
had-
And that's where we were last time we checked, right?
We can tell.
Well,
I think so.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. When Sebastian had talked to May, he had said that we're in someplace really warm. Oh, we don't know where we are.
My cart.
Exactly.
My girls. My children. Children's
Yeah,
pets.
on your ramp. And Garmador.
Garmador
Oh,
would
And
no.
anything that was
steward
not
of the
in the
cart.
room.
Oh no.
Garmador, steward of Dwindle's cart.
So,
Totally
as
not like I left enough stuff for them to eat.
as the shade disperses from the windows and as you're able to see once again, you notice as you look out, you see beautiful, crisp, ocean blue waters in the distance. You find yourselves atop a hill. This manor, this large castle-ish space.
Villa?
A villa would work. You can see the ocean from where you are, and you feel the warmth of the sun from the outside.
Oh my goodness.
You're certainly not in Crows anymore.
Guys, where did we go?
I
Did
took
we give
10
an
points of
insight
damage
check?
total.
Hmm?
Remember, I took 10 points of damage total.
Nice.
I've already done all my fun dwarven fortitude dodge. I'm back to full health.
May? You said you wanted to do an insight check?
Would that be what I would do, or like a...
I would say this is more... You're trying to figure out where you are. Let's see. I would say this is more... It's not insight.
Survival?
Nature?
Survival or nature would work.
I got a bigger stat in survival. I'm gonna roll survival.
Can I also roll
Thank
one
you
of-
for the
or whichever
follow,
one it
Morgana.
is?
Ooh, dirty
Nice.
20.
See if I can figure it out.
Sure.
Not good.
You said it was a dirty 20 for you, May?
Yep.
On survival or nature?
Survival.
Okay, so these are going to give you different information. May, you said what for nature?
I didn't do a nature one.
Oh, okay.
I
You
got
did.
a 17 for nature.
Well, as one or the other, but survival with the dirty 20 will work.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're perfectly fine. I was thinking that Nyla was rolling a nature.
Oh,
No.
Well.
I rolled like a 9 with survival.
Well, looking outside, Nyla, you can tell that you're oceanfront at the moment. You're not entirely sure which coast, but you do notice a lot more sand. And you do see some landmass, like the outline across the ocean from your view, you notice landmass in the far distance. However, it's not close enough to be more than a few days travel by boat. But May, with your dirty 20 in survival, looking out and even going as far as poking your head out, you notice you are far south. You notice that there's a lot more desert-like terrain around you. And the hill that you're on is kind of like in the middle. Now, you notice that due to your travels, you notice that not only are you south, you're not in the desert heat yet, which means you're not exactly in the deserts of southeast Grandiasha. You're somewhere in the middle.
I see. I see. Okay.
Though you all aren't entirely certain the exact spot that you find yourself, you do know this place is much different than Crow's. And I will have a map of Nyla's home prepared at some point soon. I've been working out some details on it. But nonetheless, May has a general idea of where you all are.
I have no idea where I'm at. I've never been this far from home.
Oh my gosh. Poor Dwindle.
Guys, I'm melting. Snow rage. I melt. It's too hot.
Speaking of, the true sight wears off. And the form wears off. You revert back to normal Dwindle. But when you revert, that voice echoes in your head again. That warm tone. Remember to experience the world as you see it, not how others tell you to see it. Just like how you see these people as your family, though they are not blood. I may ask for you to return the favor in the future. I hope that you'll be ready for that.
Why not enough?
Dwindle has a hole in his head now. Well, an extra one.
Wasn't he already wearing an eye patch? Do you have any eyes left?
Wait, does Dwindle? Did Dwindle have an eye patch?
That's at very least how you described it to me a long time ago, whether or not it's how it ended up being. Not that it really matters, it's just funny.
Hmm.
Did he already lose his eye?
It's your character.
Near useless. So no, his left eye is. I have it for right. I'm gonna say left because I forgot which eye. His left eye was pretty much near useless. Hence why he had the patch. Now the eye is fully useless as it is gone.
Would you like I found the quote if that is helpful at all.
I had the quote. I'm looking at the quote now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I can't do that one as much. That one's just easy. It's we go on a hiatus or something. I forget that he was half blind in one eye. Now he's
Fair.
fully blind in one eye.
Not even a little bit of sight left. So, anyone know where we are? I can tell we're on a coast, but that's about it. Also, why?
Are we
Who
back?
decide- What?
After driving everyone out or taking those or getting the large helper to take those that have surrendered down to the dungeons that you all once were put in.
Oh, this is some nice dungeons you have now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Kind of busted one of them.
It's fine. We can fix it.
Two of them.
I don't know. Do we want to keep it or do we want to?
Where's Al?
It's your home, I guess. Even though it's what the paper says.
I don't know what to do with the property this size. Who decided to give me a property?
Rent it out. Sell it as vacation home.
Odd walks up to Nyla. I claim the biggest room.
Go for it.
Business or house.
She's got that look on her face like people do when they're halfway through their taxes of just like, what am I gonna do with all this? Yeah, I guess feel free to claim rooms, at least for now. I don't care. Oh, I take the library.
You heard
Although
her.
there's
I get
books.
the biggest bedroom.
Oh, although,
I heard
bonus.
room. He picks up Odd and brings her to the ballroom.
No, put me down. I don't want that ballroom. I want the bedroom.
It does occur to me that with a manor, I can get a lot of books and actually fill those bookshelves. This might not be so bad after all.
Puts Odd back down, pets her. I am gonna go get my big bedroom now.
No, it's mine. Run past him, trying to race into the biggest bedroom.
She's
Which
gonna
we
look
have no
over at
idea where it is.
what's his face, to our friend Mama's boy, as I keep on calling him. You can have a room too if you want. You can, let your mom stay here too if you want. I don't care.
Did our other compatriot run off to the hills as well?
Yeah, what happened to Al?
Oh,
Perfect. I don't have to pay him if he didn't say.
This also means whatever other items they kept from other people, they offed and stuff, is now ours.
So, one question. If we start looting the place for our right rewards of taking down this beast, does that mean we're robbing Nyla?
no, because she doesn't care.
We're not gonna look for loot.
Funny enough, searching around, there is no loot in this place. Other than your
Yeah,
own
you kept it-
items, there is nothing in here.
You kept it super clean. It's really
What
ready
about
to
the
go
items
for a new
off the people that
homeowner.
they killed? What about the items they took off the people they killed on their little rampage?
Looking at the floor, good luck getting those hoof marks out. That's
There are a
character.
number of used, like, short swords, crossbows, bolts, arrows. There's some
it's at least-
armors.
It's at least somewhat furnished from what you said too, right?
Yeah, it's furnished, like, with the basic furnishings.
Cool.
Besides that, though, it's fucking bare. Bare bones.
Mm,
It's like
I'm gonna roll in.
it's like one of those ready-to-move-in houses where it's just got the basic furniture that you could possibly have.
Oh,
No,
like
it's
when the
actually-
realtors just set up things to make it look pretty.
taps Nyla on the shoulder.
It's
I claim the entirety of the basement for my family.
go
Thank you.
for it. I hope we won't be needing the basement. Nyla's gonna look for like a front door and see if she can like figure out how big
Joking,
this
right? I
place
have the
really is.
perfect timeout corners now. Oh my gosh, I could have used them 150 years ago.
I got an 18 for looking for the biggest bedroom.
Nath is
The
gonna sit
smallest
down.
person in the group gets the biggest bedroom. Haha.
Come on.
Come on, we all know you're gonna turn this into a big, like, Mr. Robertson room and everything.
As you all turn from the ballroom to begin your separation to try and find your own things, as you all were talking, you turn to the doors and you notice a figure. May and Nyla have seen this figure before. This strange, gnarled old gnoll with antlers sprouting from his head and a book in hand, as his long, gangly fingers with curved hook claws hold it open with one and the other holds a quill. His maw, as he smiles, these teeth jagged and pointed in every different direction. The one monocle that sits on his eye as he looks to Nyla and May.
That was a lot quicker than I expected.
He stands before you all, hunched, with his legs bent at the knees, almost as if an older figure. Odile has seen her Goliath friend stand. This strange gnoll with knees weak and a hunchback stands taller than any of the Goliaths that Odile has met. As he seems to look down at May and Nyla with this gnarled smile. Well, it would seem that you all have completed your end of the bargain. And I won't hold it against you that that creature took you from crows. You completed the task nonetheless. So, the deal, it is finished.
I want to start bringing some nightcaps when I hear.
After all that, you better hold up your end of the deal as well.
Of course. The information that you seek And as a reward for doing it so hastily, you, the one that didn't offer your soul, I'll give you a bit of a warning, some information that you did not need. Or maybe you did. Nyla, your soul is yours. And the information you seek. As he opens his coat with his long, gnarled hand after closing his book, you watch as his long, gangly arm reaches into the shadows of his coat and pulls out this strange, old, leatherback tome that he then reaches out and outstretches his arm, holding to Nyla. Please, feel free to look through it. It is yours. I guess you could call it a housewarming gift.
Thanks. Just gonna grab it. Is Odd around? Or is she?
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
like right there.
Yeah, you all are
okay.
right there. You were going to
Cool.
split up and go your own directions after re-meeting
right.
in the this main ballroom. As you were going to begin your exploration, you turned around and found this figure standing in the doorway.
She's gonna turn around and just give it to Odd. This is for you and Eddie. Thanks for helping me get my soul back.
You're welcome.
He then
What is-
looks to May. As for you, the information that you, or at least what I think you will find useful, he's not dead. He then looks to Dwindle and Odiel.
They're just staring like, I want to break you.
I do not know who you are.
No, do I. Let's keep it that way.
I have nothing for you. He
Nor do
then
I
looks
want
back to
break.
Nyla. The deal is finished. My end held up, your end dealt with. So, if you have any more need of me, just ask for information. As he then begins to chuckle to himself and turn around and begins walking out the door on two very large gnarled paws that seem to click as his claws hit the hardwood floor before the sound disappears as he rounds the corner.
Hey, that was our ticket home, wasn't it?
Might have been. But are you sure you want to deal with him? He's the one who, his deal.
I want my goat.
There. How far are we away from home exactly?
I have no idea.
Very far.
Is this the first time Dwindle smells salt in the air?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's never going to say.
I don't know. It's your character. I just work here.
Is May able to give any estimation of how far it is? He was raised in Solm and is. Would she recognize, like.
You would know from your travels down towards Coronith, based on the layout of the land and how you can see greenery in the far distance. You would know you're
Okay.
probably on that lip between the southeastern desert and the rest of East Grandiasha.
Looking outside, whistling. Hi! Ferryman! Come back. you have magic for possess space and movement?
I do.
Wonderful.
As Dwindle hears
Yeah.
the voice behind him. Are you wanting to make a deal?
You accept gold?
No. No, I do not. I trade information for information. Do you have information for me? His head then turns 90 degrees as it turns sideways as he looks at Dwindle now. Unlike you, the rest of the world does not have a dwarf's lifespan. Please feel free to hurry your thinking for information.
Odd goes up to Dwindle. What are you trying to ask him for?
We home?
You mean back to Flamin' Boss?
No. Good point. No. Back to not even the cot. Home.
Oh.
All the goats. Hmm.
He said information? I hold on. Odd goes back to her stuff real quick. Comes back carrying another tome. It's gold. I try to learn how to read this, but I can't. Would this suffice?
What is that?
What
We
is
got it back when we went,
Is this one
right
of the
before the
journals?
Sphinx. No, it was right before the Sphinx.
Oh.
It was
Oh,
down
was
there
it
in the
in
bottom.
Infernal?
Yeah. Yeah, when Dwindle decided to light the whole library on fire.
It was
Make
a
her read
great
Infernal. She knows Infernal. And she has.
That's odd too. Anyway, trying to learn how to do it herself.
I completely forgot about that book.
I have 2 copies.
How about a third?
A third is not
Outside.
necessary, but I will ask if you are looking for a way back. Is that what you are asking?
No, you bring my cart here.
I'm not going to do that. But I'm just saying I make deals for information, not useless pleas. Now, if you're looking to go back, check the house. Rakshasa had to have been able to get back and forth somehow. He then seems to walk towards one of the pillars, seemingly annoyed now, before disappearing behind it.
Wait. Oh, never mind. I guess it's too late.
Odd walks up to me. Here you go.
Information.
It's gonna walk out without a word.
Start checking. They're just like,
Please tell me you took the tome that I'm handing you. Yeah, I'm handing you the gold tome. I can't read it.
money.
I'll grab it then. I didn't say that aloud. You still don't know I can read it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you
Yeah.
said it in character. Okay, never mind. So then Odd's just holding 2 tomes in her hand. 1 gold,
I
1
don't know what's in Infernal.
The least magic person of this group is going to start looking for a magical means of mischief.
Did you say anything out loud about, like, did this whole interaction again happen near enough, everyone? I'm sorry, I zoned off for a sec.
Just walking.
Where?
Or did they
That guy was
walk outside
doggone
first?
useless. Doggone. done for the day.
Because Narlo would help look for portals.
Ooh, holy crap, that's good.
Thank you.
Holy crap, that's good.
Dwindle hasn't had any arm, so I had to just improvise the eye patch just now.
Oh my gosh, you look fabulous.
There you go.
Man, he looks fabulous. Holy crap. That's really good. An insignia, that's really good.
I'm very glad. It's got his
Oh my
symbol in it.
gosh, that's awesome. Can I save this?
Yeah,
Yes,
take
I
it,
can.
it's yours.
Good. Yeah, I'm saving this.
So cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's...
Mhm.
Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me really happy.
So
What are you on?
I second what May just asked. What are you all wanting to do now?
Help find portal.
Outside portal thing. I'm going to hit my head against a bunch of rocks.
Might enlist Skia's help since we didn't need him for anything else.
Okay.
If he's down for it. And also offer this as a resting place if that's at all helpful for him.
Okay.
Are there windows in here? Oh wait, you said there were, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can
It's-
they open?
It's a very large manor.
Gotcha. Can the windows open?
Oh, freaking cool.
Yes.
How far down is the ground?
As you open the windows, you are on the main floor, so all of 4 feet from the windowsill.
I'm gonna jump out the window.
Jumped. Guys, she jumped.
Nyla's gonna pop her wings to get her around a little bit faster as well.
Okay.
For 10 hours? Is that what I see? Oh no, 10 hours rest after. Wait. Oh, I use them for an hour and
I'm
then
gonna
can't use
test
them
his
again
eye
for 10
patch
hours.
open. Is he gonna start looking around? The empty eye socket trying to magic work.
You close your right eye to see if the socket works, and you find nothing but darkness.
Yeah.
Which is funny, considering as a dwarf you have dark vision, but as you close your eye, you see nothing. Where you normally would at least see something blurry, you just don't see fuck all.
I forgot I also have detect magic, which I might throw up and see if that helps.
As you wander around with detect magic up, nothing in the house is magical other than your own things. And Dwindle, who's giving off a very faint aura of magic.
I'm getting
I'm
flashbacks to
finding
try and find
out.
a different portal.
Now, as you begin searching the house, I would like investigation checks from everybody, or you can give your investigation check to somebody else to give them advantage.
Mine is horrible. I'm gonna give it to anyone else. Anyone.
How's May? And Odd?
I was just gonna chill. I wasn't gonna do anything. Okay.
Is it
I
just
mean, I
the
do
two of
have
us?
well, no, I do have the best investigation in the group.
Advantage.
Just saying. Yeah.
Also, how long does my bardic inspiration last? An hour? A minute?
I
10
think
minutes?
it's I'll double check. I want to say it might be till the next long rest, but I could be wrong.
No, if I stop it, I'm gonna run.
Station. Let me
But I
double.
can't that around.
Let me double check that I got that right.
I'm gonna tell the Bastion to come with me.
Oh, never mind. You are right. It's literally 10 minutes. I don't know what I was thinking of.
Yeah, but much more time by the time this has passed since that. Okay.
So wait, are we all doing it individually or giving it Todd?
I'm gonna look around and put on my
Each-
armor.
Each person can only give advantage to one other person because each person can only have advantage with one
Oh,
extra
yeah, no,
roll. So
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna lift her onto my shoulder, and we are now officially the height of the Rakshasa.
Is May looking as well?
I'm out the window.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Alright, I'll look separately then.
Mhm.
Starts tapping the little spiky on his helmet. Forgot about this.
All right.
Wait, if
Come on,
If-
Victor, drink. Come on, Victor, drink. It's not flaming broth.
I'm not drinking that. You know that, Bastion. I would be careful drinking
Just
this.
start crying. I need my flaming
Can-
broth.
can I get advantage from Skia?
if you'd like Skia to search, he has to search. If you'd like advantage from him, then he can give you advantage and help you search.
I don't think I'm gonna beat that. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I'm gonna let him search separately.
Wait, are you gonna inspire any of us?
Sure,
Yeah,
I
you're gonna
can.
give. Who are you inspiring?
Clearly not the one that has a +1.
The one with 2 eyes.
Oh, so me. Okay,
That,
so
that helps
what kind
a
of
bit,
dice do I
doesn't
get?
it? Yeah. That helps a bit.
What dice do I use for that?
6.
It's the normal one.
I'm not
Yeah.
very much a dice goblin. I don't.
It's a dice. Vast majority of the world
Where-
thinks about when they say a dice.
Funny enough, I actually don't have a D6 in here.
Oh, weird.
Okay. This is why I have others. Snow globes filled with dice.
Alright.
Here we go. We're gonna use ones with eyeball.
Cool.
Okay, that is 26 total.
$26 total. All right.
Could I have done an insight check? Specifically on the words of that gnome. Not gnome, the gnoll. When he said that everyone has the life of a dwarf. Was he applying to himself?
Who knows? But you can insight check if you'd like.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do that. Then 19.
19. Okay.
I just feel like there's a bit more to be gleaned there on that line right there.
Well, as you try to infer what he meant by that. Um, and what'd you get for your insight?
19.
19? You have the general understanding that he didn't seem to be talking about himself, per se, but he was talking as if speaking for multiple people.
Fine. He wins for now.
Random question.
Random answer.
So, obviously Dwindle has his money back now that he's got his pouch. Was our money with our items?
Was it?
Good question.
It's you all's money. I assumed that you all had put it somewhere.
Yeah, with our belongings, but then we got kidnapped.
Mm-hmm. You did, in fact, have that happen, yes.
So I'm trying to figure out if they, like, took it and put it somewhere else or spent it already.
Pocketed it.
Yeah, exactly.
A bonus, if you will. You could always ask the guards down below that we have in a cage.
Well, if I remember correctly, you all put most of, if not all of your money in the bag of holding.
No.
No.
All the money is in bag of holding is Dwindles.
Yeah, I kept mine separate from Dwindle.
Well,
Bag of holding, or never known as the Bank of Dwindle.
well, you certainly don't know where it is.
Oh, I'm back to being poor.
Hey, I lost an eye. Y'all lost something here.
Oh my.
To no money.
Same time, she has a bill that's maybe worth about 80 to 100,000 gold pieces right now.
Yeah, we really should just rent it out. We'll make it back in a week.
So, what it is that you all wish to do?
I'm going down to the beach.
I mean, me and Dwindle are supposed to be looking for the portal.
Yeah, it's Gia or Dwindle or Todd or me. Anyone find anything?
Yeah. Did we find anything? I mean, I got 26.
Okay. Do. Yes, you all, after spending some time searching, you finally find that in the home there are a multitude of rooms. These rooms range from bedrooms to dining rooms to kitchens to storage rooms to simple hall closets, a few bathrooms here and there. There's a small study room that's separate from the library. Of course, there's the library. You have the storage room that you all had found originally that had all of those beautiful pedestals and the shelves and things that you could hang up weaponry and things. And you find a multitude of different rooms, each furnished very rudimentary, in very rudimentary ways. Each of these rooms seem to host the same general idea. This room itself, or this building itself, seems to be very basically furnished, as if there's nothing here. However, you find another set of stairs leading down, separate from the stairs that lead to the dungeon. You find these stairs, and as you head into this staircase, you find a room, a simple square room. However, on the other side, opposite of the stairs, you see a vault. And to the left, you see an archway built into the wall.
Ooh.
This archway, as you look at it, Nyla, you still have Detect Magic up, don't you?
I think so.
10 minutes.
So no? Okay. This archway, as you step closer to it, you all are curious of the vault. You all are curious of what it holds. However, you're also curious of something else. How to get back. How to get your things. How to get your stuff. How to get the things that you had left behind. How to get yourselves back to Crows. And as you step within 10 feet of this archway, the closest person to the archway, as this thought of Crows rests within your minds. The familiar inn you all had found to be home, at least for a short time. You notice the archway sparks. Before a portal then forms. this swirl of magic finding itself resting within the archway.
Just looking there, and you can't help but wonder about home.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's looking at the scene as like, oh, magic. This can take me anywhere. Take a step back. First.
Okay. As you think of flamin' broth, you watch as the portal seems to swirl once again. However, this time a seemingly dark brownish color. However, you can't see through the portal.
I'm just looking at the group. So this thing could take us anywhere, right?
I assume so.
Like, what about the city that we need to go to next? Or at least you all need to go to next.
We should probably stop to consider for a second that we don't know how it works yet and how to get back from it, though. This is going to be incredibly useful if we can figure it out, but we
I'm
Yeah.
looking at a one-way ticket here, pretty much. Unless one of you can magic us back here.
um
Hey.
Either way,
ooh
I'm going home. Not home, but I'm gonna go get the card.
I would like to draw everyone's attention to the line and identify, which includes you learn its properties and how to use them,
Mm-hmm.
and cast identify on this.
Okay.
I can see if I can figure out how to use it. Just give me a sec.
Doesn't identify take a minute?
Takes a minute to cast regularly.
Ritually?
Ritually, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll just cast it regularly at the moment.
It's the minute one then.
And then But the as you look to the portal with identify, you are able to tell that the magic itself is teleportation. It is the teleport spell that is enchanted onto this archway. However, you can also tell that the only way to properly use this teleportation archway is to know of a space that can be used as an exit within the place that you are trying to teleport. It is almost exactly how the teleport spell works, as you need to be familiar with the place, or you can send yourself anywhere on accident. As well as the fact that if you have not visited the place before, the portal will not work.
Does it have anything about getting back as well?
Yes. It seems that once you open a portal, it will remain open until those that pass through it on this end return.
Check.
So if one of you goes through the portal, it will stay open until that person returns.
And just to clarify, the having a place to land on the other side, is that just knowing that place, or is it like there has to be
You
specific
have
enchantment
to be familiar with
already
it.
there? Okay. So it's not like there has to be an enchantment up at the place that you're at. Like
No.
it's a... Okay. Gotcha. Okay, we should be good to go. It's gonna stay open until we all get back here. We just have to know where we're going precisely and carefully.
Do you want to wait here for May?
Yeah,
Me and Gwendolyn will go get our stuff and come back.
sounds good. Just be careful and like I said, be specific about where you're trying to go.
It's easy. Gross. Right, Dwindle?
How was it explained to him? The portal lasts until... Oh, shoot.
It'll stay open until y'all come back. Is that what you mean?
Starting to think, how am I going to fit a carriage into here?
I'm not sure. We could at least take the Rams back, I'm sure. But I don't know about the carriage. That might have to be a long haul down here.
How big's the hallway? How big's the...
Not big enough, buddy.
No, shit. I was just doing the math, I'm like, it's gotta be close.
Can we deconstruct it enough to fit through the
No.
doorway and put
No.
it back together?
No, I don't think, no. Bundle is
Not big
your
enough.
fault. I can't I'm not leaving the wagon. Need to put too much work into it, and it's too useful. Not to mention, I don't think the place that we're staying is going to let us permit to bring in a bunch of rams into the establishment.
Into this establishment?
No. Either way, you got a really nice vault here.
True. Now, what do I put in it?
Better question, is there anything in it?
Good question. I guess I'll check that out while I wait for May and y'all go and get some of your stuff. I mean, worst comes to worst, you can bring the rams here. Make sure that they're safe, alive. Lock down the cart over there until we get a chance to go and retrieve it.
What's the plan here? Like, why are we... Don't we need to go to the next town over?
Well, I thought we wanted to just, like, stabilize first, but I could be wrong.
I'll wait till May, and we can all take a minute. I'm not going in there and probably coming back.
Okay.
I don't know how it works, and I don't trust it.
Just sighs. Alright, bye! And it's
Good luck.
backwards flip. Like,
I was still
backward
thinking
fall
about
through the
blaming
portal.
Roth.
Oh, she's singing crows. And since she's supposed to, it should just be on crows, right?
Should.
Isn't the Florida still brown, though?
I mean, she's not gonna go through until she sees that it is crows. That's the thing. Like,
You
she's
can't
gonna
see.
make sure that's. Okay.
You can see that the color changes when you think of crows. However,
I was thinking, oh, she was gonna go to a very interesting place.
Um,
I was gonna come right back. But I just.
Army with you.
are people able to go to different places at the same time through the one portal? Can it only be open to one place at a time?
you notice that it does not change once Odiel has gone through.
Oh, if I start thinking of a different place, it's gonna stay the same?
Mhm.
Okay.
It does, in fact, remain the same.
Okay.
Where are you thinking about specifically? In crows.
My bedroom.
You notice that when you jump through the portal, you find yourself opening the closet that was in your room.
So now I was just gonna mention to Dwindle, if you want to check out the vault, I really don't care. I'm gonna go after her. I don't feel super comfortable leaving her on her own, half a world away. I'm just gonna go through the portal too.
Don't ask me twice.
What's Sebastian doing? I mean, obviously Eddie's coming with, but, like, what's Sebastian doing? What's the big guy doing?
He seems to be taking care of cleaning up for the most part.
Oh, look at that. Nyla, you
See?
already have a housemaid.
Is he a like
Well,
creature
it's
Harry Potter?
It's cleaning up
He's a living
as
thing.
he
He's a living
seems to
being.
be locking up a lot of those that had surrendered.
Hmm. Oh. Was there a city nearby? Houses? Place? Or was it just full on destruction?
What do you mean?
We were outside.
You just see the ocean, and when you turn around, you see a pretty good amount of land before trees, and it looks like it's back towards greenery that way.
No nearby houses.
Just a large plot of land.
We're not. We're on an island.
No. Not an island.
Gondola is an idea. Gondola gonna open the vault and wait for me.
So you're gonna try and open the vault?
Anyway, I try and open the vault.
Okay. How do you plan on doing that as you walk up to the vault and you notice that there's no visible handle?
Smithing tools, check.
Just gonna chisel it open.
He's gonna start looking bit by bit for however long it takes to find this hole or a door opening. Whatever. 14.
Okay. Go on ahead and roll an investigation for me.
14.
Okay. So, checking the door, it is seemingly with no handle. It is seemingly almost impossible to figure out how to get into it. As you search each individual little crease, little crack that you can find, every little nook and cranny that catches your eye. However, it seems that not any of them are the correct one. If there is anything in any of them.
So there is a few holes with cracks.
Well, there's the seam.
Wendell gonna start thinking like a dwarf, because he's a dwarf, and look for the hidden around the room.
Well, I would like an investigation check to check the room really quick.
14 again.
14. You don't find anything that pops out at you. However, I will say that because of your passive, you notice that on this wall where this vault finds itself, the vault itself is very decorative. It's beautiful. It has the vault itself that seems to be seamless against the stone wall, save for the seam where the vault door actually is, this octagonal door. And in the door are 3 circles. And you notice, as you search the room, On the left side of the vault, in the wall itself, there is a almost like a combination lock mechanism, but on each of the little wheels are a number of different shapes. Animals, instruments. On the first ring, different animals. On the second, different instruments. And on the third, different weapons. And as Dwindle's attention is caught by this, and as the theories of what combinations could possibly happen begin in your head, as those that go outside to check where they are see the beautiful ocean and the greenery behind them, and as those that step through the portal find themselves back in Crow's in the very inn that they called home for a short time, the group finds themselves at the end of tonight's episode, with many more questions as well as a few answers. So,
Just one combo, please.
thank you all for joining us tonight as we journeyed through Grandiasha. I am very glad that you joined us. I am so glad that our players got to get through that fight and enjoy themselves during it. I do wish that it went on a little bit longer, but of course my players had to be smart and realize that there are things that they have that can work with this. So, I hope all of you enjoyed. It was a wonderful episode and a wonderful fight. But I will keep the campfire roaring for you so that you have somewhere to sit the next time that you get lost following the Will-O-Wisps into our wonderful little journey of Grandiasha. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and we will be waiting for you next time here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods. Good night, everybody.